Josh was the second born of three. Josh was he was the link that connected the three boys together. Josh loved his family, loved his brothers. From a young age, would always stick up for people and protect them. And from the age of 12, when 9/11 happened, he always at that point knew that he wanted to serve and protect.
So he started off as an MP, which is a military police officer. He got stationed in Japan. When he was in Japan, he took a liking to the kennels and the guys who had the dogs, so he would go volunteer because he thought that would be the cool job. He liked animals growing up. We had dogs, and he decided he was going to go help out until they let him be a canine handler.
I didn't realize that the canine was actually categorized as a Marine, but they're just as much as a Marine as the soldier.
So he went and cleaned kennels and washed dogs and did all that until they finally let him be a canine handler. And then what it pretty much meant is he was assigned a dog after that was made to sniff out bombs and to bite. So that's what Sirius was his bomb dog that was able to sniff out IEDs. The last time we talked to him, he re-enlisted, and he was going to be moving to a special forces unit, and he'd be getting a new dog, and he wanted to adopt the dog, but he wanted my mom to take the dog until he was able to house the dog himself. So
sitting in the room with Tammie and Jordan really opened my eyes. I've been a long military supporter, but really being that intimately involved with a family that lost someone that close, it didn't change my thinking by any stretch, but it certainly opened my eyes to just the trauma and the post-traumatic stress that these families go through when they lose a loved one.
Right before we got started, one of Josh's guys that was with him in Afghanistan, Tammie had asked him on text to describe in a few words, and he said, he was a lion of a man, a brother soldier, and a dog's best friend.
It must have been hard for them to sit down and listen to the family tell it about their son Josh. It's got to be tough. And to turn around and say, hey, I'll write a story about Josh, because now we're talking about expectations. I would be almost scared to write the story about Josh. But they did well. It's a great song.
They're so brave to open up their hearts and souls and to tell the story, but I also realize how healing that is,
And the connection that they shared with one another, and the fact that basically Josh saved the dog's life was enough to make it pretty heart-wrenching.
It's tough. I had to listen to it quite a few times to become comfortable enough with it to where I wouldn't, getting all emotional. This is a true story about, this isn't about George Jones, he stopped loving her today. It's not that kind of sad. No, this is a real story, something real that really happened. So yeah, I had to listen to this quite a while today in the last week or so before I was ready to come in and sing it without wet eyes.
It's going to be wonderful to have Josh honored and Sirius, because we still have him. That's one thing it's not in the song. We adopted Sirius 3 years ago. So he's part of our family now, and he's getting old. He's home with my other son. He'll be 12 years old. But just so proud of my son, and so wonderful, proud of these guys for wanting, and for TAPS bringing us to all you guys to have this song written about both of Sirius and Josh's journey.